Boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Traplines and Inlines. Hope everyone's having just the beauty of a day today here, it's a pretty beauty day up in the bush today, guys. It's been a while since we've been on the camera here, but I'm ready to get ripping here. Hopefully this video is spring is here. I've been waiting for it. Today is April 9th, which means this has been 4 months of me being snowed out of my camp, out of my off-grid homestead here. I've been skidooing in all winter and I've had enough. It's melted quite a bit here. It's supposed to melt quite a bit here today. Let's hope for the best, guys. I can't wait to get driving in here and working on building and stuff here at camp. So show you around here. Bit of a wind today, which isn't bad. It'll help get rid of all this snow. The sun's just coming out. It's not melted near as much as I wanted it to yet. It is definitely kind of a mess up here. There's sloughs of water in my yard. It's muddy, it's snowy. Look at my poor skidoo here getting towed behind my truck. Not fun. At the point of this winter where I got a whole bunch of places there's still snow, it's like up to my waist. There's also a lot of bare ground. So with the skidoo, it seems like I'm either driving over bare ground or I'm sinking it through this slushy stuff. It just gets stuck bad. My chickens are also damn tired of winter too, they're ready to come outside. I opened the door, I got the whole flock spread out across the country. We're all just so fucking ready for spring. With the ridiculous amount of snow we had this winter, she's gonna be looking like a lot like this here all around the country. You can see my yard's kind of flooding. With the snow going, all my stuff is reappearing. Now it's nice being able to find my stuff, but all the mess I hid all winter under the snow, now it needs dealt with. Oh, I got a slough on here too. I'm sure praying there's enough snow melted that I can get around with the quad, because it's getting hard on my skidoo. Regardless, we should have her fired up and ready to go, because all of a sudden we might just need it. It might be our only way into camp here. She's a beauty. So I haven't started this quad in at least 6 months, right? Probably 6 months, she's winter here half the year if we're lucky. See if she'll go. Don't know about that battery. Not bad at all. Beauty! Spring is in the air. Fuck, it feels good. It really does feel good. Okay, well, let's see how we make out here. This is a very valuable addition. Under the seat in the quad box, it's always there. Saved my ass quite a few times. 50 bucks. So I was worried here about my bush trails, the sun don't hit them so they don't melt a lot, but actually the snow is packed down enough from driving over it all winter with my skidoo that my light quad and low PSI, I did all right on the trail. You see, this here is a log skidder I'm building to pull behind my quad. Now, you wouldn't be able to use it quite yet. I'm just waiting on the spindles, and this thing is gonna be deadly. I'm making a video on it, and that'll be out shortly. Put a few more late season coyotes through here, but in regards to the coyote auction and how our fur sold this year, guys, there ain't much for good news. So guys, the coyote auction, what it was a wreck. Out of all the coyotes I had sent and had in this auction, only 9 of them sold, which is very poor. And they only averaged $43.50 US, which is very, very bad. It was just yesterday, and for most of my trapping career, I've been seeing $100 US per coyote. So this is quite a hit. Hardly got paid for any of my work this winter. and it looks like it will likely be hard to get paid out on these coyotes for a long time. So this definitely cost me a lot, and the future is not looking too good on that either. So it's a pretty sad thing, but such is life. What can you do? Fuck off, please. Okay guys, so I'm out here in the bush and I'm looking for some pretty decent poplar trees to use as a building material. Now what I'm thinking here, like the idea is to use them to build handcrafted log furniture for my next home, my next living arrangement there kind of deal. Which, as I expect to be, will be a log home in itself. Now, I'm just so excited for this, and you know, we're working towards that here one step at a time, trying to get everything ready, and just keep building on things for it, and we'll start working at getting our plans going and all kinds of stuff like that. Just moving one step at a time every day, trying to focus on that goal, you know, getting to that point, because that is what's getting me up in the morning these days. So I'll definitely be building a bed frame for a bigger mattress than I have. I'm also interested in building a dining room table set with dining chairs and some smaller tables, and all kinds of projects actually, and I'm quite excited for it. I can't wait to get started. Here you can see me too, like I've never skidded logs with the skidoo before. There's too much snow for the quad, and I'm driving across the lake that is my front yard. Now these poplar trees will actually make really nice furniture. You know, they're a pretty lumber. They're good looking lumber for sure, and they're plenty strong enough in the ways that we'll use them. They'll be plenty oversized, so there's no problem there. And being treated and used inside, we won't have to deal with the weakness that is the durability of the poplar lumber, so it'll work really quite well. And being an endless supply, we can cut them down in any size, shape, length, whatever have you, and not give a damn about sustainability, because there's so damn many of them. And because they're in an endless supply, I may also come and use them for log building practice. Get started right away doing some practice, scribing logs, cutting notches, and not give a damn, because they're growing faster than I can cut them down, and they really are just a garbage tree, as unfortunate as that is. I'm also eyeing up some big mature poplar trees. I do got a few real beauties that I'm thinking I'll mill up. I might get on a chainsaw mill there or something. Get something figured out, guys, and mill some big slabs off them and use them as beautiful, you know, tops for a dining room table or chairs or stuff like that. I think it could be real fun. But I am cutting them now, guys, so they'll have time to dry, and I'll have all the supplies ready for when it comes time to work on them. Now I'll also probably cut lots extra, because the trees I have an endless supply, which is the nice thing, and then I'll have as much as I can imagine for all my projects I may take on. And they'll be nice kind of rainy day or late winter projects to work on when there's not much else to work on, because we can do it inside, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I can't wait. I just threw this together quick to keep these out of the snow. If I just put them on a log, they're still in the snow. It's not the best. See, they're cantilevered too much, and then they'll sag like that. it's just a temporary kind of thing, and I'll probably cut some more. So I was feeling pretty optimistic with some plus 10, plus 12 weather. You know, April is here, she should go. Well, and you know, I was hoping to be driving in here pretty quick. Instead I got minus 10, 50 km/h winds and snowstorm today, so she's not going too good. Well guys, last few days so damn windy I can't even break out the camera to film anything. It was like 50 km/h winds. Now it's still winter as fuck here. We're drinking bush coffees. And at any rate, it's gonna be May before we're driving in here. And that's not even a joke. So it's getting ridiculous. I am sick of winter, but we're on the quad here now because the snow had melted. Now it's froze solid. I just skittered along right on top of it. I'd much rather be driving the quad than the screw. So let's go cut some more trees for a project, and hopefully she goes all right. Okay guys, so here's a rough kind of layout of my bed frame I'm thinking of making. Now it's looking pretty good. You can see this is the foot and this is the head of the bed up here. Now what I did here is just got a good idea. I tried to lay things out and see what size would look good. So I put big old posts on it, right? And then I went smaller on these because that would look too much. The only thing, maybe these spindles are a bit long, narrow. I made them even a touch smaller. It looks good. We'll see. Now I cut everything extra long so that if it checks I can cut it off quite a bit. And these, so this will become quite a bit shorter. This will become quite a bit shorter. But it's good to have lots to work with. Same thing back here. That looks pretty damn good. This is going to be a fun project. These here, I cut some good straight ones to join the bed lengthways and two separate places. Cut some extra spindles too, and I got lots of them. These are all posts, I would say, like legs. I cut them like 44 inches. Again, way too much. Use that on a potential dining room table if I feel so inclined to do so. That'll be right on deadly. Now I don't have a great way to haul this shit. Not gonna work good at hauling my skidoo or my quad. I don't want to skid all these pieces. So I'm probably just gonna stack them up here, wait till the snow melts, come pick them up with my truck. It's probably about the smartest thing to do. Guys, don't ask me if it's sunny in Doucheville, because the fuck if I know, but it's sunny in Concussionville and I'm just a touch rattled actually. So here's all my supplies that I cut. It's quite a bit here and it's all, you know, the kind of the right shit. But, you know, I got it all sorted out, everything I want in there. So It's off the ground. We'll leave it till I can get my truck in here, and that'll make that job a lot easier. One thing I've been thinking about, guys, here is to build some kind of a little bit of a shed there, a drying area, and maybe put some stuff for storage there. Now, I would like to get close to my workshop, and I would probably just use some big poplar trees, set it up quick, nothing fancy kind of deal. Just do the trick. It's low lying here. I don't think I'll like putting it here. It would be a nice spot for it. Maybe. See, there's kind of a bank here, maybe up here. I don't want to cut down any of my nice spruce trees though, fuck. I don't really like this. Maybe that makes it nice low to unload my truck though, I don't know. It damn well could. Have to think about that a bit. This is nice, beautiful flat ground here where I'm storing all my shit, but if you're drying anything out or you tuck a quad or something in there like that, then the sun's gonna hit it. I want it open in the front. So I don't think I like that too much either. And things will dry out too quickly, like our lumber we're trying to dry here. But shit, it might not work out too bad here. But I'll have to wait till the snow melts and get a better idea what the ground looks like for levelness and shit. And see how bad it floods there before I tie into that. But that'll be one of our next projects probably. These new spindles came in for my log skidder too that I'm fabricating. So I can't wait to get that fabricated up here in short order. Well, what are we up to today? It's late afternoon here. I'm just getting back to camp, run out, had a doctor's appointment, had to fix the brake pad, replace brake pads on my truck, hey? Usually I like to leave them till it sounds like two cats fucking in a dumpster, but so yeah, when it needs done, it needs done. You can't have her wearing metal on metal. Anyway, what are we up to today? Well, I want to get something done here. Now, I'm building some log furniture and stuff, as you know, and it's going to be fun. It's going to take a while for all this shit to dry out, though. Like, some of those big posts I cut, they'll be, you know, probably won't even be dry in a year, so we'll see what happens there, but at least I'll have it and see what happens on all that stuff. But I know damn well I got some damn big mature poplar trees in places, and they might as well be used for something as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I think it'd be good to cut it while it's still winter and there's still all best time to cut them. I want to get a chainsaw mill, get some practice milling, and get some real unique pieces out of this kind of shit. So, a bit of a wind, but that don't matter. This here is how I haul water in on my quad. My sled doesn't work to pull behind here because it hits here. It's not good. I usually just haul her on the sled. This is a pain in the ass. I can't wait to get driving into camp. But at any rate here, it's gonna be May. I think this little saw would do a pretty decent job getting through some of them timbers on a mill. Like, I do believe that a bandsaw mill is the right choice for any serious amount of milling. The truth is, I have other uses in log building. A chainsaw mill would come in useful as well. I don't really have a tremendous stand of nice trees at the moment, so I think it's something I should play around with. Buy a little chainsaw mill to piss around with to do a minimal amount of milling. It's all about the learning experience too, you know, and take it from there. A nice bandsaw mill would be worth the investment, the right time or place. Another problem I have with it is that you can't just mill dimensional and then go build shit with it. Like, you need it graded, and depending on how big of a difficulty that is and the cost thereof, that's an issue. And like, so much of what I do is about the learning. Like, you know, I'm out here, I'm ripping on all these different projects, and I'm learning like so much. It's unbelievable. So that's a big part of things out here. The old Husqvarna, she's a beauty. So only problem I've had with it is I replaced the oiler way too fucking soon. Stupid automatic oiler. I'm gonna have to replace more. I should even have them in stock. Stupid fucking things. Man, these are some beauties. Like, look at this. They're like, poplar tree don't get bigger than this one. I'm not cutting this one down. Fuck no. Like, this is a huge fucking tree. That's easy 2 foot. They don't get very big like this one too often. This one's good and straight too. I'm not cutting it down. It's too nice. And my saw can't get through that one. Once more along of this lines, you know, get some nice, real nice slabs off. That one there's dead. I maybe just cut it down, see if there's any good timber in that one. I'll probably leave the real beauties though. There's quite a few in here. Anyway, this big bastard is dead. This is probably rotten, so it's gonna be tricky. We're gonna have to be careful. I wonder if, I thought if I got up the stump some, maybe she'd be deadly. I don't know. It's hard to say. This one's well on its way of falling over, so I might as well cut it down, get use out of it before the ground does. Yeah, there's a little bit of rot in the center of that. So I realized pretty quick, like on those real big old trees, you know, they're probably all gonna have a touch of rot on them. They're likely all just compromised at that point. Now, you get to this size of tree, you know, these are 16-inch trees. This one's even bigger. They're huge trees, man. Stump split on this one. Do you see my fuck up a bit? I'm still practicing all this here, you know, like I'm not the best at this, but they usually go where I want them to. Anyway, see, like this one's not too good either. I'm too much wood on this side and not enough on this side, but we're practicing and it's getting better. But look at these stumps, like they're just beauty lumber, you know. Can't wait to put these through a mill and get them to some good work. And you know, man, like this poplar bush, all it does around here is, you know, grow up, fall over, and grow back again. Unless the fire comes through, they chop it down for OSB. So it's a beautiful thing if we could be able to use some of this stuff a bit, you know, and get good use out of it. Instead of buying overly expensive lumber. I got a whole shitload here, like I could really go if I wanted to. But we'll try and keep her in moderation. You know, a tree this size, shit, you can get a lot of lumber out of her, you know, like, so I better not get too far ahead of myself. Okay, so I got this one cut and I got her hung up pretty good. I see the branches are really locked together pretty good. I jumped her down a couple. It didn't do me any good. See, I cut her down. She's locked up there pretty good. This tree don't even really want to go that way, but I'm gonna make it go that way and we're gonna see if we can knock it down. Truth is, I can't even tell you how much fun I'm having out here. The amount of fun I have running that chainsaw and knocking trees over, man, it's fun. Exhilarating. You would be shit me if you said we ran out of fuel right on the last tree I was gonna cut. I was worried about that one as soon as I took this piece out. I don't think this is a very good tree at all. Maybe it gets better as we go down further, but this is not very good here. Maybe it gets better a little higher off the stump. We got enough here cut now, I think, for my ambitions until next winter likely. So that's right on, guys. I better not cut too many. I could sit here chainsawing all day, you know, I just have a blast. But so when I finish my log skidder, which will be my next project, then I'll go and I'll get those logs out of the bush, probably when the snow melts a bit too. But I wanted to kill them while it was still winter, you know, and everything was frozen, you know, not in the spring. It's a lot of fun though. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, this is pretty cool. I've been designing lots of shit lately, you know, doing to scale drawings. I want to do some looking at floor plans and playing around with stuff like that and drawing things to scale and see how they look and matters of that sort. Now, when you're doing a house plan of this sort, you want to be able to see how all these different things. So these are design templates here, so you can see like there's a sink and there's a refrigerator, the standard sizes, so you can see how everything fits in the room. You see there's a shedder and all the mattress sizes in 1/4 inch equals 1 foot scale. And then I also bought one of these because I didn't have one of these, and that's an architect's scale to do drawings to scale, because when you do things to scale you can really get an idea for how it all lays together. So, well guys, when I started this video it was gonna be called Spring is Here, you know, like cheers to spring. It was plus 12, the snow's melting, I can't wait to drive in here in spring and summer to be coming. Well, here we are, middle of April, still wintry as all shit out there, and I think it's gonna be May. So maybe this video is called this winter won't end, or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, guys, we're joyous as fuck, you know, like, it's been a really long winter. It really has. Like, it's been a painful winter. And to tell you the truth, like, it's actually wore on me a bit. Now, the thing is, it's been such a pain in the ass. Like, it really has. You know, it's been hard to get around all winter, even on the trap line early winter. By the time it was January, it was just a wreck, you know. Like, and I've been skidooing in for a long time. You know, driving 15 kilometers one way. Do it in the middle of the night and 30, 40 below. You know, it's just a chore. Now, it's all fine and dandy. I can rip along just as quick, but I spent so much time loading and unloading my skidoo with all the essential materials and making sure when I left everything was set to freeze in case I couldn't get back, this, that. Hour and a half to go anywhere. It was painful. Now, that was the one thing. Like, I can figure that out. But having everything inaccessible, I couldn't hardly do any of the projects I wanted to do and work on the things I wanted to work on. It was very tricky, and I hated that. Like, there was things I wanted to be doing, and it was hard to do them. You know, I tried to make the best out of it, come up here 5-6 nights at a time before making a trip out, you know, get supplies, come back. You know, I'm living up here, I'm here all the time. But yeah, not being able to work, like having not enough to do was hard on me. Spent a lot of time looking at log building, researching and reading and doing that, and that was very beneficial, but I couldn't do it again. I really couldn't. So I cannot do that next winter, so we're gonna have to figure it out. Like, if that does happen, I can't do it. Now, here's the real thing, is the accessibility here is Mother Nature is the deciding factor. I would love to think that I have more an effect on how I can get in here. Truth is, it's a hopeless cause. I got 15 kilometers of road. When the snow piles up and the wind starts blowing, I am totally fucked. Here, I'll show you this picture is where they open the road up. Like, they go around, they open the roads up so they'll dry out. Anyway, here's my skidoo next to a 12-foot snow pile, which is one pass with the grader. Now, the grader, with the big fucking grader, big V plow, could not get through it. They opened up the road with a loader. Now, the reality of it is, you have a winter like this one, even if I was to open it up, and God willing, I had a grader. Like, you don't have any room to put the snow, the narrow road, it's a wreck. It's impossible. And even if you could, the amount of resources that go into maintaining that, like, I wouldn't stand a chance in hell of plowing it with a truck. I would hardly have a chance if I had a grader. And the resources are so unbelievably large, it's not worth it at all. So that is the biggest problem I have here. And I can't do that winter again. But we'll forget about that for a second. You know, things are opening up. I'm so excited. Like, I've been just chomping at the bit here, man. It's, you know, like, there's so many projects I want to get doing and get going on here. And I can't wait. Got a list of videos I'm ready to make. Hoping to have a lot more content coming out for you guys here, because it's just been tough. I haven't had much to work on or film, but now I'm ready to go, ready to rep, and I can't wait to see what this year and what life has in store for us. Thank you guys for your continued support as always, and I hope everyone's doing just great. Thanks for watching, guys.